Hi little skeletons, it is Disney Queen Skelly here, and today we are taking a break from reacting to Harley Baby's videos, and we will be watching a cute and crazy video called The Secrets Game #1, and this is of course part of our reacting to marathon that we are doing, so I hope you enjoy.
Hi, I'm Cute. And I'm Crazy. And we're into something kind of different.
You'll get to know us a lot more.
Yeah. So we were looking through her old board games because we were bored. And we found this game called The Secrets Game. It's really old. Like, some of the terminology on these cards are, like, really old. So we decided we were going to play this game. So basically the rules of the game are you pick up a card.
You read it.
And you read it.
So say.
And this one says, here's the story behind the scar on my.
And you can either tell the truth for me, or you can tell the truth or you could lie. So for my truth, it would be, here's the story behind the scar on my arm. And the story is, I was 7 years old, I had a cat, and my mom turned the shredder on, and he got so scared that he sliced my arm, which is true. And it's faded, but I have the scar on my arm to prove it. But a lie would be, here's the story of the scar on my thigh because I got into a bear attack. So we're going to call each other out on truths and on lies. And we'll probably do that, 10 each?
10 each, yeah, that sounds good.
Okay, so you'll really get to know us.
You're really going to get to know us.
Upon doing the Secrets Game, we eventually stopped doing the whole truth and lie thing. We basically were just like, okay, well, here's my story about it, and then we just basically told the whole story. We didn't really call bluff or anything like that. We just made it like a get-to-know-me type thing like I do on this channel.
Since you told a truth and a lie just now, you go first.
Alright, Crazy. Card number 1. I thought it only happened in the movies until...
I thought it only happened in the movies until I became so completely obsessed with One Direction that I stopped having a life.
True.
That is true.
That is completely true. I don't know if it still holds true to this day, but back then it was 100% true.
God, the faces will give to each other today.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Alright, here's yours. Fuck. Okay. One time I was glad to help someone who was down and out was...
The one time I was glad to help someone who was down and out was always because I have the biggest heart and it sucks.
And that is more true than y'all know.
Okay, guys, you
And it got me stepped on a lot during school.
don't understand. If you have a heart that's super big and you're willing to help anybody, you'll honestly put their feelings before yours and you'll get trampled just to see them smile.
And
And I go through that on a daily basis.
Sweetheart.
It's worth it to see you guys happy. Ew! As a kid, I once tried to make money by...
As a kid, I once tried to make money by selling my sister.
She would.
True.
Nope.
Oh. Okay.
I would love to sell my sister, though. She's for sale. Anyone wants her. Just kidding. No.
We wouldn't put that
Wouldn't it be called, like, child trafficking? I think that's what it's called.
torture on you guys.
She's evil. Alright.
So this one each, right, so far?
A letter I wrote and later regretted sending went to... Think of this as a text message.
A text I wrote and later regret
regretted.
sending was last night when my boyfriend nearly broke up with me.
True.
Yeah.
And that would be a letter I wrote and sent on your phone.
She did that? Holy shit. Ugh, high school, college is something different.
Anyway.
And I do write letters for people. It's not that I don't. I do write letters for people, but not really, like, sending out letters via, like, postal service, you know.
Guys, we're fine. We're good now. We didn't break up. When I'm at home all alone,
When I'm at home all alone, I pretend that I am dating Niall Horan, and I listen to really loud country music.
True?
Yes.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is what it's like to be lonely.
Pop star and country music, though. Okay. If I could only say no to...
If only I could say no to my mother.
That is
Can nowadays.
true.
Yeah. Once, just to attract attention,
Once, just to attract attention, I threw a tantrum in the middle of my third period class.
True?
Yes.
What did you do?
I just started screaming and banging on the desk, and then I hid underneath the desk, and I was a very bad child.
What period? What grade was this?
Oh, wait, I said third period, didn't I? Third grade.
I was gonna say, if she did that in like third period high school, I think she would have been like suspended or maybe at least seen our like counselor for a few weeks.
That's why I was like hesitant. I'm like, you get detention.
Okay. If the back seat of my car could talk.
Okay, if the backseat of my car could talk, it would say, turn that damn music down.
True.
False.
Oh.
I don't listen to music that loudly.
Nowadays I do, and if the backseat of my car could talk nowadays, ooh boy.
I pushed my body to the limit when
I pushed my body to the limit when, in my freshman year, my first year of Vivace, I forced myself to run for a straight 15 minutes without stopping.
True?
Yes.
Wow. Vivace show choir, by the way.
Show choir.
Okay.
I once knew someone who was so weird that
I once knew someone who was so weird that he
I started a YouTube channel with her.
figured out his cat likes to eat earwax.
True?
Uh-huh.
Oh my god.
I was 8 years old, and this guy just lived in my neighborhood, and he told me that his cat liked to eat earwax. So, me being 8, and the tomboy I was, I picked my ear, gave it to the cat,
I was not a tomboy at the age of 8. I just had a bunch of male friends.
and he licked it. Thank God he didn't bite my finger. Okay, to avoid getting a detention, I once told a teacher.
To avoid getting a detention, I once told a teacher that I couldn't do the homework because my grandma died.
True.
That is true. But she still gave me the detention.
People are mean.
Even though there were tears. And the grandma dying thing was real.
I once got detention. I only got detention once in my life, and it was for, I think it was either for not bringing my PE clothes 3 days in a row, or it was for something having to do with our, what we would call ACEs, which is like our study time. It was weird.
Okay. As a teenager, the biggest argument I had with my parents was...
So the biggest fight I got into with my parents when I was a teenager was when my mom
You're still a teenager.
always took 15 minutes late to pick me up.
True.
Okay, nowadays, okay, 15 minutes isn't that bad. I mean, if I had something going on that day that was urgent that I needed to get to, it would be a totally different situation. But nowadays, I'm so punctual and I have my own car that it's like, I'll get there like a half hour early if I really wanted to. So attendance for me isn't really all that an issue anymore, except if it's on the other person, in which case, usually nowadays people are really good at telling me when they're going to be late, so it's not that big of an issue.
And she said, well, it's better for me because I'm the driver. I'd rather have you wait for me. Good thing I'm getting my
I always wait for people.
license next month.
And you have a car.
Yeah.
Okay.
You may not believe this, but I never go to bed without blank.
You may not believe this, but I never go to bed without my 7 different stuffed animals.
That's actually false.
Yeah, I only have 4.
I can't judge. I had like 36.
I was about to say I can't judge because I have a bunch of them, but I beat myself to it.
When I was younger.
One of the most
Oh no, my collection is now growing again.
satisfying things I ever made with my hands was...
One of the most satisfying things I've ever made with my hands was a pillow.
True?
Latch hook pillow. Yeah, I do latch hooking, which is like a form of kind of like knitting, but
I miss latch hooking. I probably would be so bad at it nowadays. I'd have to reteach myself.
you take a pattern, you do it on a thing, and then you sew that thing onto like a pillow or a blanket, depending on how big it is.
Interesting.
I want to do that diamond art thing that people have. Like, I think that looks absolutely cool. I may ask my mom for that for my birthday this year. Like, Mom, can I get a diamond art kit set?
Okay. One of the strangest phone calls I ever received was...
One of the strangest phone calls I ever received was from a Mexican man living in England trying to sell me an Xbox.
False?
Yes.
Okay.
That sounds like the biggest scam ever, if I'm being honest with you guys.
See the weird look on her face. That was probably the most outrageous lie I could have come up with. Okay. Let me tell you about my most unusual vacation.
I was in Hawaii, and I sat on this really hot bench.
I'm about to tell the story of my internal butt scar.
And then I got back. I sat on this really cold bench. And I had to get physical therapy for my ass.
That is true.
The guy who gave me physical therapy on my ass, though, like, was super hot. He was, like, Abercrombie and Fitch model hot. And, like, the best part is, with the physical therapy comes massages, and he would massage my booty. Mm.
One of the dumbest things I ever did on a dare was...
One of the dumbest things I ever did on a dare was let some guy lick my ear.
False.
That is actually true. I
Really?
let some guy lick my ear.
Huh.
It's not the most extreme thing I've ever done on a truth or dare nowadays, because I'm older, but that sounds disgusting.
Which wasn't, like, I mean, that's not stupid, but I don't do stupid shit that often. Well,
Okay, that's debatable.
people aren't funny enough to dare me to do stupid shit. But I
That's
would do
better.
it if I got dared to do it.
It's true, and as we got older, we did do stupid shit, so, because we had more freedom, we made money, we had cars, so yeah.
Okay. If there's one thing I've learned from past romances, it's...
If there's anything I've learned from past romances is to think the goddamn relationship through.
That is true.
I think I got a bit heated there. And I don't think I ever heeded my own words of advice.
Here's my favorite one-night stand story.
Here's my favorite one-night stand story.
She's never had one.
So, I have a fake ID, and I was at a bar.
Oh my god.
And I
At this point, it's tell the best story you can come up with.
got drunk off my ass, and I went back to this guy's place, and we had sex. And I woke up in the middle of the night, and I walked home. And I got grounded for like a month because my mom figured out where I was. Because apparently she put a GPS on my phone. Mandy's laughing because she knows how much of a lie that is.
That's one of the best lies I've ever heard.
I don't have a fake ID. I've never had a one-night stand. And my mom didn't put a tracking device on my phone. When I was a
I know
kid
this is awesome.
and slept over
I had to breathe through that. Like, that was just so intense.
at a friend's house.
When I was a kid and slept over at a friend's house, she and one of her other friends covered all of us in stickers and wouldn't admit to it until we all left.
True?
I vaguely remember that sleepover, but I only had one sticker on my cheek because my entire body was wrapped in a sleeping bag.
It's great. Well, that's the end of my questions. One social event I just hate to go to is...
The one social event I just hate to go to is anything that involves my family.
True.
Yes.
Alright, that's the end of our video. I hope you guys got to learn a lot about us.
Yeah.
And we'll probably do more like this video soon.
Yeah, this was fun.
It actually is kind
I
of
didn't
fun.
even know a game like this existed.
We could do a part 2.
Yeah. You could do 2 of these.
Yeah. Okay, might as well just do a part 2 then.
All
So,
right.
we'll post another one tonight, and keep an eye out. This is actually kind of cool. I might have her come over and do this more often.
Like your next question.
Okay. So, be looking out for these. I have a feeling this is going to be a regular thing for us until the cards run out.
Yeah, until
Okay, so fun story. We've been restarting this series every single time we pull out the cards. But now that Harley Baby is here and we are doing this regularly again, I need to find the cards again so I can kind of shuffle them, put them all together, and then we can finally end the secrets game and go through all the cards. But anyways, I'm going to give this video, I'll probably give it like a 7 out of 10. No particular reason, it's just it didn't excite me as much as the other ones did, so I don't know. But anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I will link the original video in the description box below so you guys can see it for yourself. Don't forget to subscribe to Cute Baby Boo, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye, little skeletons. Stay safe, and I love you guys.